you're not alone. It's unity, community. You're not alone.
So in this video, I want to share with you some comparisons to other common marketing methods that small business owners use, including experts who want to sell their programs, consulting packages, coaching packages, and other kinds of service packages. It doesn't have to be coaches, consultants. You could be a healer, you could be a law firm trying to sell a particular kind of product, training online to your clients. Could be a financial advisor who has a training program that's compliant legally, etc., to sell to people, the public. So it could be a wide range of things. But typically people try to sell or try to fill their webinars or try to sell their programs by a couple of common methods. One is paid ads, paid advertising. So today, when you look at the commonest types of advertising, small business, one would think of Facebook advertising. Facebook has about 10 million active advertisers based on some 2023 statistics. And there are 2.95 billion Facebook users. So that is about 295 users for every advertiser on Facebook. A good chunk of those 295 users on average do not respond to ads right away, and maybe never. I rarely respond to those ads myself. And so it does make sense that the average threshold minimum expenditure on Facebook marketing to produce results, especially for new businesses, somewhere in the region of $10,000 per month. Now, you might say, well, that's really high. And some of you may have been lucky, fortunate, or skilled enough to do it at far less cost. But most people, I would say, is what you got to spend. What you got to spend as a threshold to get some results is about $10,000 per month. And that's like what you got to spend to get in front of responsive people who are more likely to buy. And it's just a law of demand and supply. You know, you got such a scarcity of attention on your particular ad. To get your ad in front of the people who are more likely to buy, you got to pay more. I mean, it just makes sense. So, and a study I conducted on experts and consultants using Facebook and Google advertising confirmed this amount with very rare exceptions. Google has similar statistics at about 200 users for every advertiser. So it's about the same when it comes to paid ads. You're looking like spending at least $10,000. You may be lucky, may be able to get away with $2,000 per month. But the people who spend over $10,000 typically are making huge profits. And that's how you got to make sure that your whatever you sell at the back end of your advertising actually makes money for you and pays off the advertising. That's usually how people make a lot of money in paid ads. Is that they spend a lot of money on ads and they make way more than what they spend. So that's paid advertising. Other options are networking, for example. So people go out and do networking, attend networking events online or in person. And this can be very time consuming for most businesses. And for a lot of businesses, it's the only way to get business is they have to go out and network. But for majority of people, they have other options. But, networking is one option. Search engine optimization for your website is also another option. But you also face a lot of stiff competition from your competitors who may be enjoying far greater searchability exposure. For example, they may have been in the market a lot longer than you. So they have a lot more content that tends to be found more easily on Google. So, it's very hard to compete with these guys, right? content marketing, which means you're producing a lot of content like articles, video articles, podcasts, all face pretty much the same challenge, heavy duty competition from mostly your own competitors, if not people not even in your space are competing for your same audience and for their attention. So for example, if you're advertising small business owners, there are banks with far greater budgets who are advertising and targeting those very same people you're trying to target. So you can see it's pretty competitive. On LinkedIn, for example, you face 930 million other businesses who are all trying to get business. And as well as large corporations all competing for people's eyeballs. So you can see basically there's quite a lot of money you may have to spend, and it's still very competitive. And you're facing a slow development of your business, predictably. Now, again, you may be lucky. You may have the right consultant that teaches you how to do it. You figure out how to do it yourself, and it fits within your style. And you may be able to make money in all the methodologies I just mentioned. And you literally would be lucky, or you just have a lot of money to spend. And either way, you could make these methodologies work. The new method I'm proposing is a combination of Meetup, Alignable, LinkedIn, and the Google backbone. It's mostly Meetup. So after a few years of grappling with this issue of watching people younger than me create breakthrough levels of income through mostly sheer luck, but most people having to spend money like me, spending a lot of money on paid ads, I decided to try other platforms, and one of the platforms was Meetup.com. Another platform was Alignable.com, which is mostly only nowadays in North America. It hasn't gone globally yet. Meetup is global in 190 countries, so you can probably find Meetup.com. So with my background in computer science and electrical engineering, I figured out how to legally leverage the synergistic features of Meetup, Alignable, LinkedIn, and Google to generate not only an audience for my events, but a decent and workable stream of potential clients, with lucrative speaking engagements thrown in as well, all at a much lower cost. So the advantage was I was attracting clients coming to my webinars through this very low-cost methodology. Meetup groups only cost $5 per month per group. The admin costs, once I figured out how to do that with overseas admins, was very, very minimal. And all at, like I said, much lower costs than the other traditional methods that most people use. So in the following videos, I hope to share, not hope, but I intend to share more of this methodology with you. And feel free again to download the guide at Meetup Money Making Secrets.com. That's Meetup Money Making Secrets.com. And you'll find a guide totally free for you to download there. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.